lower leg check. The lower leg check or lower leg block is basically when your opponent is going to be coming for the lower leg in order to throw you off balance, kick you in your shin, which is the worst place that they could possibly kick you because it's very painful, which could ultimately lead to you being on the floor and losing your match. So here we go. If your opponent's coming for your lower leg, the way that you're going to block them is by checking them. So to check, you're going to have your lead leg forward. You're going to bring your lead leg up, check. So this way, you're basically bypassing their kick in some aspects, or you could just be blocking it to where it's going to hit the outside of your leg here. Okay, so now that we have the lead leg check, there's also the back leg check. So your opponent can come across and try to kick you in the back. Okay, so if they try to kick you in the back, you are going to take your back leg and also check. Same thing, we're just lifting our leg, check it, that way they cannot attack that leg. So we're going to do the lead leg again, up, check. We're going to do the back leg, up, check. This way it will not be able to throw you off balance or injure you in any way. So the next block that we're going to go over is going to be the mid block. This block is going to be a kick that's coming towards your midsection and is going to block every major organ in the middle of your body. So the way that we're going to do this is if an opponent is trying to kick anywhere in your midsection, you're going to form an X with your hands and slap the kick away from you in whatever direction the kick is already going in. So if the kick is going this way, you're going to slap down this way. If the kick is coming from the opposite direction, you're going to slap down that way. This way, you could throw your opponent off balance. Otherwise, it just blocks all of your internal organs from being damaged. These two are demonstrating the mid stance kick block. So you notice how he's kicking and he's pushing the leg away from his body. Awesome job, guys. Next one that we're going to do is demonstrate the kicks. There's a few different types of kicks. There's the roundhouse kick, my favorite, so much fun. There's the back kick, backhand kick, back kick. And there is going to be the straightforward kick, like this, and the side kick. Bam. Switch kick. And then there's a switch kick. Okay, so we're gonna go over the roundhouse kick first. Like I said, we're gonna do is the roundhouse kick, my personal favorite, because it's really, really fun. So you're gonna get into your stance, step forward with your lead leg, and take the momentum from your back leg to swing yourself around. So we go from here to here. All right, let's do it one more time. This time we're gonna take it all the way around. So we're gonna go from here to here. Great job. So the next kick that we're gonna do is going to be the forward kick, also known as the push kick. So the way that this one works is, once again, you're gonna be in your stance, you're gonna have your lead leg forward. All right, so you're gonna step into your stance, boom, kick. That's the way it works. Do it with the other leg. This one's not so much that you have to do it with your lead leg, but since we started doing everything with our lead leg, why not stay that way? But let me demonstrate how you can do it on the other leg. So my right leg would not be my lead leg. I can plant with my left, bring up my right into a high knee position, and push out. That would be the forward kick on that side. So with the left side, we're gonna plant with the right. We're gonna bring the knee up as if we're doing a high knee position and kick out. That's gonna be the push kick and or the forward kick. The next kick that we're gonna do is going to be the switch kick. So the way this switch kick works is you're gonna be in your stance once again, and you're gonna switch. Jump, switch, kick. That's the switch kick. The next kick we're gonna do is going to be the back kick. Back kick is similar to the roundhouse, but we're gonna go the opposite direction. So we are going to spin around this way. Okay, so what we're going to do is place your lead leg forward, and we're going to spin. That is the back kick. You want to keep your hands up, of course, in all of these kicks, because you need to make sure that you're prepared to block any other blows that are going to come to you. Because remember, this is kickboxing, so we can be kicking and punching in the same time. If you're going to have your hands closer to your face, it's going to give you more momentum. Just turn around. Bam. Okay. All right, so that's the last kick. From here, we're going to go into the demonstrations from my lovely students, and then we'll go into what some of the really fun lead-up games could be. All right, so now we're going to demonstrate with my lovely students. This student right here is my amazing brother, Brandon. So he is going to get into his boxer stance. Here we go. We're going to have that lead leg forward, and we're going to have the dominant leg is going to be back. See the way that he's able to move around the floor easily without moving his center of gravity, which is going to be his lead leg. Great job, Brandon. So the activity that he's going to do is going to be to make small pivots in order to maintain his boxer stance and get comfortable with it. So we're going to do 10 pivots one direction and 10 pivots the other direction. Go ahead and begin your pivots. Great job. Great job. And then we're going to go back the other way one more time. Great job. Great job. Okay, so now my lovely student Brandon is going to get into the center jog stance. Go ahead and get into your center jog stance. Now, if you notice that his body is more sideways than when he was in the boxer stance. The boxer stance, you're kind of more head on to your opponent, where in kickboxing, you want to be a little sideways so you can block all the kicks and punches that are coming in your direction. So once again, he's going to do the 10 pivots. This is going to be his activity to get him comfortable in this stance. Go ahead and do 5 pivots to your right, 5 pivots to your left. Great job. Make sure you stay light on your feet. There you go. Great job. So the next thing that Brandon is going to demonstrate and be taught is going to be the punches. So the first punch that he's going to do is the jab. Remember your jab, you're going to have your fingers open like high five. Go ahead and close your fist and over like that. Great job. Okay, so both of them should be like that. He's already got his hands up high, and the first one we're going to throw is the jab. The jab is to make sure that you can feel where your opponent is, and you're going to turn. You see the way he's turning his fist? Great job, Brandon. Great job. Now, the next punch that he's going to throw is going to be the straight punch, or the straight punch. This one is going to come closely after the jab, after you felt out where your opponent is. This one is the one that's going to take some of the momentum from your body to throw the jab forward. Go ahead with your jab. Great job. One more time. Great job. Notice how he's keeping his stance very, very nice. He's still trying to stay a little lower to the ground, and he's covering his face. Great job. So now that we've done all of the punches, we're going to actually go into the blocks. So for this one, remember, we're going to make binoculars around our eyes. Good job. So he has his binoculars ready, and then we're going to close them as soon as the punch comes. Great job. And close them again, sliding back with your lead foot. Slide back, close. There you go. Slide back, close. Great job. So right here we have our 2 demonstrators and students. One is Jaden and one is Brandon. So Jaden's going to be throwing a kick to Brandon, and Brandon is going to block it. So here we go with the block. Go ahead and kick. Once again, kick. And it's blocked. You see the way that Brandon is pushing away the kick from his body. Go ahead and kick one more time. Great job, class. So now my lovely student Brandon is going to learn how to do his kicks. So the first kick that we're going to do is the basic forward kick. With your left foot, you're going to plant. You're going to raise your right knee as if you are going to do a high knee. Go ahead and raise it. And then you're going to push back with that knee. Maintain your balance. Let's try that one more time. So you're going to plant with your left. There you go. Great job. Just maintain your balance once again. All right, let's go one more time. Great job. Okay, so This is my lovely class, and they are going to demonstrate the boxer stance. Go ahead and get into your stance. One leg back, lead leg forward. There you go. Everybody's in their stance. Great job, great job. So now everybody is going to go into their center jog stance. This stance is not as straightforward as the boxer stance. So the body is going to be turned sideways slightly. There you go, there you go. For this guy over here, he's left-handed. So his center jog stance and his boxer stance are pretty much the same because he's quote-unquote southpaw. Alright, so the next thing that my lovely class is going to do is the punches. So they're going to go jab, jab, cross. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jab, jab, cross. Great job, class. Jab, jab, cross. Woohoo! So next they're going to demonstrate the face block. This one is the one where we're going to take our hands and make binoculars over our eyes. When the punch comes our way, we're going to close our arms. There you go. Let's do it one more time. Make binoculars over the eyes and close your arms. Great job. Alright, so the next block that we're going to do is going to be the check block. This block is going to come if your opponent is trying to kick low near your shins. So the way that this works is you are going to lift the leg when the kick is coming your way. Ready? Let's check block. Check, check, check. Great job. Alright, the next block that my class is going to do is the mid block. So this is when your opponent is trying to kick near your rib cage or any of those lovely organs in your midsection. So to do this, you're going to cross your arms in an X, cross your arms, cross your arms, cross your arms, and swat the kick away, down away from your body. There you go. One more time, down away from your body. One more time, down away. Woohoo! Alright, so my student Jaden is going to be demonstrating the roundhouse kick for us. So go ahead and roundhouse. Great job. One more time. He's a little pro. So for the next kick that we're going to demonstrate, they are going to do the switch kick. So switch kick, you start off in your boxer stance. Everybody get in their stance. Alright, so now that they're in their stance, they're going to switch feet. Go ahead and switch. And kick. Great job. Let's do it one more time. Stance. Switch. And kick. Great job. Okay, so for the last kick, we are going to do what's called the front kick or the push kick. The way that this one works is we're going to start with our lead foot. We're going to lift up our leg into a high knee and push into our opponent. There you go. Let's do it one more time. Stance, lift, push. Stance, lift, push. Great job. So, for our game at the end, we are doing a miniature sparring match. So, over here, we have Brandon. He is going to be fighting Jaden. Alright, so who's going to win? Jaden said he doesn't know who's going to win. So, alright, here we go, guys. Let's see what we've learned today. Ding, ding, ding. Make sure you're blocking your kicks, Brandon. Blocking. And we've got a roundhouse. Alright, ding, ding, ding. We're done. Great sparring match.